Hello, this is Thomas Paul's week number 20, this time from Jerusalem. I'm sitting here in the front of the office of the Evangelical Alliance of Israel, which is in Israel since 1956. I have Harry, the Secretary General of, and Danny, the Chair. So, Harry, what are you doing here?
Well, the main purpose of the Evangelical Alliance is from its foundation to serve the constituency not only of the membership of the Evangelical Alliance, but also the whole evangelical community in the country.
Yeah. So, Danny, who is your constituency? I'm not the members, but
right.
What do you have in this country when it comes to churches?
Well, I think as you might expect or should expect, as Jerusalem being the birthplace of our faith, you have every stripe and color of Christian, of Protestant, of evangelical in this country. We are, anyone you can think of is here. And we are, as our tradition is well known, we divided and splintered into many groups. And we are no less divided and splintered here, and yet Evangelical Alliance serves as a body of unity, where we try to come together to overcome our differences, to see how we can best serve each other and serve the peoples of this land. Christians and evangelicals are a tiny, tiny minority of the populations here, and yet we can be a beacon of light when we are united and serving together and reminded of what really we are called to do, and can put our differences aside.
Harry, I know that you play an important role when people connected to you want to marry. What is the relationship to the state of Israel, to the government here?
Well, we actually don't have, like the historic churches, we don't have a status as them, but we have a organizational structure that also is recognized by the state of Israel. We call them just charities status, as it were, and but that's not enough for example, that people are married and then also recognized by the state of Israel. So we are still in sort of like a limbo if those marriages then are recognized or not. And the litmus test of that is when people unfortunately also want to divorce. And that is basically the problem, because then if they never would have married for the state, then the state would say they will never marry. So how can they divorce?
Okay,
but then you have children and you have property. How does it all work?
So the advice is do not divorce. Yeah.
The advice is not to divorce, but definitely get married.
So thank you very much, and please pray for the believers, for the body of Christ here in Israel. Pray for Israel, that God may bless the whole nation, and thank you for listening.